said, so simple. I said, there's only a couple of steps. There's only like 6, 7 steps, and you're done. I said, this isn't rocket science. I said, this is how your grandpappy lived. I said, this is how my dad and my grandfather lived. They didn't read or write English. They can move through court in 20 minutes. They didn't know anything about a code. There wasn't codes around back then for these people. How did the country exist before the codes started coming out in 1938? How did it exist? I said, because law was simple. Did you do something wrong? The man had to appear in court and testify against you. The plaintiff must appear. It's an ancient common law thing that's been around for thousands and thousands of years. Because if you point a finger and you said he did me wrong, and you bear false witness against thy neighbor, you died. And it was a death sentence. So that's why nobody was crazy enough to file false claims or frivolous claims. Nobody was crazy enough to do that, because whatever punishment you wanted for the defendant got to do it to you if you lost. So bringing to somebody in court was a really dangerous thing to do for thousands of years. I said, so common law is incredibly simple. I said, so that's how you beat the government all the time, because the government needs to have the plaintiff appear. Now, the prosecutor is appearing for the plaintiff, but the guy who's making it's a plaintiff, again, it's a complaint, not a claim. See, so like I said, I don't even bother answering. When somebody's complaining, it's like, say, like a wife complaining or a husband complaining. You just say, you know what, you're complaining again. You know what, I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not dealing with it. It's a complaint. You got a claim, state your claim. You know, your claim is 2 sentences long. Prove it. Can you prove it? Yeah. Okay. Then I did it or I didn't do it. You're like, okay, I got pictures of you being with this woman next door. You know, the neighbor saw you do it. She said it. Okay, you got a claim? Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, you got me busted. That's a claim. A complaint is like, you're looking at her again. Yeah, you must be messing around with her, aren't you? It's like, here we go again. Another complaint. So you guys got to learn the difference between complaints and claims. That's a huge thing. Because claims are done in one page, complaints go on forever. It's just like I said, it's exactly what a complaint or plaintiff means. It's a French word for like a nagging old hag. That's what a plaintiff is. You know, you don't call somebody a plaintiff in France, man. He'll smack you. You know, it's like, I'm not a plaintiff. I'm not nagging. You know, that's what it means. Somebody who's nagging. You know, it's like, I'm not a plaintiff. And that's what I told the district court. I said, stop calling me a plaintiff. I'm not nagging. I'm making a claim. Is anybody claiming that my claim is not true? I said, you know, that's all I want to hear, yes or no. I'm not making a complaint. No, I'm not complaining. I'm not a plaintiff. So the whole trick is, like I said, just say you're making the claim, I'm a man and I have rights and they're protected and secured by the United States Constitution. There you go. And then now I'm going to make the people hold up their oaths of office to the Constitution. Did they or did they not, under Article 6, 2, and 3, swear to uphold the Constitution as the law of the land? That's the next step. After I demand that they send my orders back, signed, sealed, or delivered, which they're not going to do, I said to the marshals, then I'm going to have to hold them to their oaths of office. And then when they don't uphold their oaths of office, then I'm going to go after their bond. I said, it's going to be that simple. And I showed them the book. I opened up the book and I said, look, under Section 61, public employees, public officials, and bonds. And he was like, holy cow, man, you got this thing all covered. I said, yes. I said, I'm not stupid. I said, I'm coming to the Marshal Service. And I said, I'm going to show them the bonds under Section 61. It says an official bond is an instrument under seal by which a public officer undertakes to pay a sum of money if he does not faithfully discharge his office, or by which a surety undertakes that if the officer does not do so, the surety will be liable in a penal sum. It says, or more generally, an official bond is the bond of a public officer, and it has to be held that every bond executed by an officer in obedience to the law, in which the surety undertakes that he shall discharge a public duty imposed upon him by law, is called an official bond. I said, so that's what I'm going to do. I said, I want to ask for their official bonds, if they're bonded. And it just says the filling of an official bond is generally regarded as a necessary prerequisite to fill the title of an office. It is a condition precedent to the right of a person elected or appointed to be inducted into office, and without such a bond, one is not entitled to the office and may not legally hold or discharge any of the functions of that office. So I said, there you go. I'm going to demand that they put up their bond. If they don't have a bond, they can't officially or legally put up, discharge their functions of that office. I said, they're officers of the court.